Well, just like every year, North Texas has some of the best high school football talent, not only in the state, but in the entire country. This season, the DFW area has 6 players ranked among the top 100 recruits in the nation. Let's take a look at some of the must-see athletes in our GiveMeTheVin.com Players to Watch segment.
Let's start with the leader of last year's 6A runner-up. Jackson of Duncanville is one of the most well-rounded quarterbacks in the state. The Panthers gunslinger threw only 3 interceptions while completing more than 60% of his passes last year, but his legs were the most dangerous of all. Jackson ran for almost 1,500 yards and 23 touchdowns as he was almost impossible to get down in the open field. Look for Jackson to throw more often this season as he gets ready to head to the University of Texas in 2020. Chandler Morris will have to have another stellar season if Highland Park hopes to win a 4th state championship in a row. Morris is an extremely accurate passer with a laser-fast delivery. In his first year as the Scots signal caller, Morris threw for over 4,000 yards and 46 touchdowns while rushing for 647 yards and 20 more scores. Morris will play for his dad, Chad Morris, at Arkansas next year. Aledo running back Jace McClellan has had an amazing high school career, and he is not done yet. McClellan has rushed for 5,200 yards and 95 touchdowns in his 3 years as the Bearcats' workhorse. McClellan is a smooth runner who invites the contact, and he also has deceptive speed, and if he can make that first cut, he could be heading to the house. McClellan is verbally committed to Oklahoma, but hopes to lead Aledo to their 9th state championship all time. At Mesquite Petite, running back Seth McGowan has been a stud for the Pirates for years. McGowan is more of a tackle breaker than he is a juker, and his physical style enabled him to rush for over 1,600 yards and 25 touchdowns last season. He's already built like a college running back, and along with McClellan, could give the Sooners a nice 1-2 punch, as McGowan is also verbally committed to Oklahoma. Jackson Smith-Njigba has 188 catches through 3 seasons of varsity football at Rockwall. Last year, the receiver caught 97 balls for over 1,800 yards and 20 touchdowns, and did it all while battling some nagging injuries. Smith-Njigba is quick off the line and can win most one-on-one battles for the football. Look for Jackson Smith-Njigba to once again play a big role in the Yellow Jackets' success before he heads to Ohio State to play college football. There is no one in North Texas that quarterbacks fear more than Highland Park defensive end Prince Dorba. The versatile pass rusher recorded an amazing 20 sacks last year, including 4 in the state championship game. Dorba can play just about anywhere on the line as he closes fast on the ball carrier and can be counted on to make the big play. He will be heading to Austin to play for Texas next year. Denton Ryan linebacker Drew Sanders is the prototypical all-around athlete. Defensively for the Raiders, he had 119 tackles, 8 sacks, and 3 interceptions, 2 of which he took back for touchdowns. Offensively, Sanders played some downs at tight end, wide receiver, and even quarterback. The jury's still out at what position he'll play in college, but he is verbally committed to Alabama. One of the area's best defensive players can be found at South Lake Carroll, where defensive back R.J. Mickens calls home. Mickens is another two-way player who will play in the secondary in college. Mickens has 7 career interceptions for the Dragons and also has 12 touchdowns as a wide receiver. Mickens will be headed to Clemson next year.
And trust me, that's not all. There are a lot more players we could have fit in there if we had just a little bit more time.